Welcome back to the channel. If you're here, you know we are doing the full, unabridged masterclass today. We are diving deep into how to fundamentally rewire your brain and break any bad habit, and it has nothing to do with sheer willpower. For years, we've been told that the solution to bad habits is simply more willpower. We're supposed to just try harder. But I'm here to tell you that advice is fundamentally flawed. It ignores how your brain actually works. The truth is that willpower isn't a resource you can just summon. It's finite, it depletes, and under stress, the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for executive function, is one of the first areas to shut down. So, if we can't rely on brute force mental effort, what is the actual mechanism? The answer lies in something far more subtle and powerful: environmental design. We are talking about what behavioral scientists call friction architecture. Simply put, it means manipulating your environment to make the bad habit harder to perform. Think about it like physics. Every action requires energy. We call this activation energy. If you want to stop a habit, you don't fight the desire, you increase the physical and cognitive cost of performing that habit. This isn't about deprivation. It's about making the easy choice, the desired one, the path of least resistance. Let's take a common example: mindless scrolling on your phone. The bad habit is instant, effortless access to dopamine hits. The friction hack here is simple: don't keep the phone in your bedroom. Charge it across the room, or better yet, put it in a drawer that requires you to physically stand up and open. That small act, the physical effort, the extra seconds of movement, is enough to interrupt the automatic loop. It forces a moment of conscious decision-making. Now let's apply this to something more complex, like quitting junk food or excessive snacking. The bad habit is often triggered by visibility and proximity. If the cookies are in a clear glass jar on the counter, they are an immediate temptation. The hack? You don't just willpower yourself not to eat them. You physically remove them from the environment, or you put them in a container that requires effort to access. This shifts the habit from an automatic, low-effort response to a high-friction, deliberate action. You are literally making your bad habits inconvenient. Think about your morning routine. If you want to start exercising, don't just intend to go. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. This isn't about motivation, it's about reducing the activation energy required for the good habit. You are making the positive choice the path of least resistance. This is the core principle of behavioral design. We are not fighting our internal desires, we are redesigning the external world to guide us toward better outcomes. Let's talk about procrastination, a classic bad habit. The trigger is often boredom or stress, and the response is distraction. The friction hack for procrastination is to create a friction barrier around your work. This means blocking distracting websites, or physically moving your phone out of reach. You are adding friction to the distraction, not the work itself. This forces your brain back into the task at hand, because the escape route is now inconvenient. This is high-level behavioral psychology in action. You are leveraging the principle of effort justification. The harder it is to start, the more committed you feel once you begin. Remember that the goal is not perfection. The goal is to make the bad habit harder than the good one. You are essentially tricking your brain's default settings. Your brain loves efficiency, and if you make the bad habit inefficient, it will naturally seek a new, better path. Let's talk about the concept of habit stacking. This is another powerful tool that works alongside friction architecture. Habit stacking means linking a new desired habit to an existing, automatic one. The trigger is already built into your day. So, if you want to read more, don't just intend to read it. Stack it. After I pour my coffee, existing habit, I will immediately read one page of this book, new habit. Combining friction with stacking creates an almost impenetrable defense against bad habits. You are making the good choice automatic and the bad choice difficult. This requires deep self-awareness. You must first identify the exact triggers, the when and where, that initiate your bad habit loop. Keep a habit journal for 2 weeks. Don't just write down what you did, but the emotional state and physical location when it happened. Once you know the trigger, say, feeling stressed at 3 p.m., you can preemptively build friction into that specific moment. Instead of reaching for the junk food, the bad habit, you pre-plan a high-friction, low-effort alternative, like taking a 5-minute walk around the block. This isn't willpower, it's simply making the desired action physically and psychologically easier than the undesired one. We are essentially becoming architects of our own lives, designing systems that support our best selves. Think about your sleep environment. If you want to improve sleep, the friction hack is removing all screens and stimulating electronics from the bedroom. This isn't just about avoiding bad habits, it's about creating an optimal environment for high-performance living. The key takeaway here is that behavior change isn't a moral failing, it's an environmental design problem. So next time you feel that urge to fall back into an old pattern, don't rely on sheer willpower. Instead, ask yourself, what physical friction can I add right now? Make the bad habit require 3 steps instead of 1. Make it inconvenient, make it difficult. This is the science of behavioral architecture, and it is your most powerful tool for self-mastery. Start small. Pick one bad habit, and apply just one piece of friction architecture this week. Consistency in applying this principle will lead to profound and lasting change. You are building a new neural pathway, brick by physical brick. Stop relying on the mythical fuel tank of willpower, and start designing your reality instead. Because the most powerful self-control isn't internal, it is external and structural.